That person stopped by to listen again. I think they were at our event the other day too. But I'm having trouble concentrating today. I can't help but look at everyone who's walking around. And I'm not performing as well as normal. Did I stay up a little too late last night?
Ah, Toya, there you are.
I'm back, Mom. That CD.
Oh, it's a sample from the record company. Your father's been composing those songs for an orchestra.
He has? Come to think of it, he's been cooped in his room for a very long time now. He's been composing? Mom, would you mind if I borrowed that CD for a little bit? Dad really is a great composer. I'm involved with a different genre of music now, but I stand to learn a lot from the way he's gotten every piece of this orchestra to play in harmony. And it's not just his attention to detail. This melody feels so sad. Just listening to it is making my heart sink. Currently, Akito and Shiraishi are in charge of producing the music for Vivid Bad Squad. But I also want to write songs for us someday. When Akito and I first formed Bad Dogs, he said how beautifully written my songs were. But that's not the kind of music I want to make. I want to produce something that's exciting. Something powerful that can get everyone at a venue going. The songs I write have the ability to do that. People feel compelled to watch and listen. While It doesn't sound bad overall, but there's something missing. I haven't captured that groove Akito and the others know how to achieve. I kept working on it after that, but couldn't get the results I was hoping for. After I get home today, I'll pick back where I...
Toya, is that you?
Huh?
Soma, how are you?
Hey, Arata! Back again so soon? I really appreciate you coming.
Pardon me, Soma.
What? Aoyagi? You're here too?
Haha. I just happened to run into him as he was practicing and decided to invite him along. You're welcome.
What? You're kidding, right? I hope he didn't cause you too much trouble, Aoyagi.
No, he even agreed to join me. As a result, we ended up having a very good practice. After that, Tono invited me along to see you, Soma. So I decided to join him on his visit.
Really? Then, I'm glad. Wait! That reminds me! You guys' last event was supposed to be off the hook! I'm really happy for all of you!
You're happy for us?
What? Of course I am! I sorta couldn't believe it when I heard you'd be performing with other people, but I'm really glad that it went so well. Aoyagi, thanks to you guys, Arata seems to have taken a step closer towards surpassing Grad Weekend. I really appreciate it.
No. Tono was a huge help to us as well.
You hear that, Arata? Isn't that awesome? And I'm really looking forward to your next event, so please make sure to tell me when you have a date set.
To surpass Red Weekend and meet Soma's expectations, we'll have to practice even more for our next event.
An's doing amazing.
Yes, she's at a different level than normal today.
I have no idea what happened, but this is something else.
I love Aunt Nagi to death and have always looked up to her. But I know now that admiration alone won't be enough. If we're gonna surpass Brad Weekend, I'm gonna have to surpass Aunt Nagi.
The way she's singing.
Yeah, this power. It's like we're watching Nagi from that video of Red Weekend.
Yeah, she seems to mean a lot to An. But we're not about to let her have all the fun.
They all sound amazing, but I want to sing like... No, I want to sing even better!
How's this possible? They just keep getting better and better.
Let's continue as well.
Wow, that felt awesome.
Yes, it did. You did a good job of pulling us forward, Shiraishi. We sang better than usual as a result.
How is it that you guys are able to constantly keep getting better?
Thank you very much. I hope we can keep this up going into our next event.
Yeah, let's keep doing everything we can. But for now, let's take a break. I feel like I'm running on fumes now.
Alright, fine. Let's get in a quick cooldown.
This water tastes delicious.
Oh, Toya, did you come here to buy a drink as well?
Ah, Tono. Nice work out there.
Yes, likewise. If we keep this up, our next event should do very well.
I agree. Everyone seems very excited about it. It'd be great to maintain the momentum we created.
Oh, before I forget, thank you for joining me the other day, Toya.
No, I actually need to apologize for leaving early that time.
Nonsense. I appreciate you coming along despite having plans. He was still giddy even after you'd left. He even said, "I'm glad you're here, but I'm even happier that Toya came."
I had fun as well. In particular, I enjoyed hearing about all the teams that were performing before I got started. The story about the crowd not being able to all fit inside of Red during the grand opening after they invited Russ was very funny. I didn't realize that it had a rich history.
He used to tell me those kinds of stories all the time since he's loved music for as long as I can remember. So, Toya, would you mind visiting him again sometime? I'm sure you'll both enjoy talking to each other again.
Yeah, I'd like that. It'd be great to talk with him again.
Oh, there you guys are. Welcome back.
Sorry for the delay. Hold on. Why are you all gathered up like this?
We ended up talking a little bit about our event during our break, and we decided that we want to try something new as a way to get a step closer towards surpassing Red Weekend.
Something new?
Yeah. We got a good response during our last event. But we didn't get anywhere close to Rad Weekend's atmosphere. Which means we have to keep thinking about how to actually achieve that.
Right. I remember us discussing this last time. That was when we decided to ask Shiraishi more about Nagi.
I get that we're still missing a few pieces, but getting closer to that atmosphere, I'm pretty stumped.
That's a tricky one. I thought the same thing as the rest of you after our last event. And then I arrived at this idea. What if we all wrote new songs based on a single theme for our next event?
What? New songs? You know we only have a month left, right?
So, why new songs?
We were clearly able to create some synergy during our last event, just like when we practiced together just now. However, we haven't managed to achieve that sort of harmony that Rad Weekend had. So, I thought it'd be good for us to try coming up with songs that revolve around the same theme. Then we might just be able to attain our goal.
I see. In terms of what we're trying to do, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy since we'll be practicing harder as the event approaches and we'd be working on new songs. But I think it's worth a try.
I agree. Alright, I'm in!
But what's our theme going to be?
Right. Something concrete that we can all work with would be ideal.
Something we can all work with?
That'll help us surpass Rad Weekend? I know. During Rad Weekend,
Huh?
it was super quiet until Aunt Nagi kicked off Rad Weekend with her song. The place went completely nuts after that, and it was seriously the best. So I think we should try to find a way to do the same thing that she did, and become the spark that lights the fire. So, in terms of a theme, how does silent and action sound?
Yes, I like it. I still remember that moment as well. She turned the whole venue on its head the second she began singing.
We don't have any objections either. I don't think I'm ever gonna forget what happened during that split second.
Alright, sounds like we're in agreement. Also, if we're gonna write songs based on this theme, we'll probably want to talk to each other along the way, right?
Yes, it'll be good to see how we're each doing and make sure we don't overlap anywhere.
And we'll be able to give each other ideas that could make our song even better, right?
Yeah, let's go with that. So, who's actually going to be making these tracks?
Forever. Tatsuya, that's you. Arata, Kotaro, and...
You and Akito for Vivid Bat Squad, yes?
Yep. I started learning from Aunt Nagi and my dad way back.
After witnessing Rad Weekend, I thought that I should learn to make my own tracks. Since we became a team of 4, An or I have been making demos depending on who comes up with the idea for one first. If it turns out to be good, we run with it.
I see. I wasn't expecting to hear that. I was under the impression that Toya would be able to write something very nice for our event. No offense to you, Kohane, since you're still relatively new to all of this.
Me? Yes, I can compose music. But I've never been happy with the songs I produce.
Really? Never.
Yes, no matter how hard I try, I have a very hard time imagining Akito, Shiraishi, or Azasawa singing my songs. A part of it likely has to do with me still not understanding the in and outs of street music culture.
But we usually have no complaints about the tracks you come up with, Toya. They're usually pretty solid.
Yeah, we only get to hear them every so often, but you always produce quality stuff. At the same time, I sorta get what you mean.
If our theme is going to be silence and action, focusing on the latter will be important, the moment when things come to life. However, that does not happen without the former. I hate to admit it, but while I may be able to compose something for one half, but I'm not sure about including both. I thought I'd broken free of my shell when it came to singing, but it still lingered.
You really don't need to stress so much, dude. We wouldn't be talking about this right now if it were an easy problem to solve. So, Toya, you should just keep trying until you feel satisfied. I'll be looking forward to singing a song written by you.
Thank you, Akito.
Anyway, about our new song.
Yeah, I won't be able to write anything until an idea hits me, so I can't really say that I'll be able to get it done by next month.
Unlike our usual routine, we only have a month to write it and get it right. Which probably means I'll have to take any ideas that you or On get and turn them into music.
Okay, you can leave the ideas to me.
I'd like it if we could discuss what kind of songs we'll be making. Just general thoughts, nothing concrete.
Alright, let's have a quick discussion.
I'd like to help write her song if possible, but... How do I recreate what happened then? That incredible sensation.
Alright, I think we have a decent idea of what kind of songs we want to write for this.
Yeah! I'm gonna come up with something awesome!
Yes, we'll all be looking forward to hearing it.
You seem pretty calm.
But I'm also looking forward to hearing what your song will be like.
Same with me, Tono. Your songs are usually very easy to get into, and your performances are usually a cut above the rest of ours.
Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that.
When did you start writing your own songs, Tono?
When? About 4 or 5 years ago. But I started taking it seriously when around 3 years ago, when I was in the States.
As in America?
Whoa, that's so cool!
Thank you, but I didn't really do anything special, really. I simply got to listen to a lot of good tracks when I was there, and I was greatly influenced by them.
Good tracks. Tono, what do you believe to be the most ideal track?
Well, I've been moved by many of them, but I think it's the one that makes me think. I couldn't put on a good performance without this track while I'm singing it.
It has to be that particular one?
Yes, how should I put it? A song that not only moves the listener's heart, but also the performer's. A song that compels me to sing it. A song that makes me believe it's the one.
You've got me curious if you're willing to say that much. What was that song called?
It doesn't have a title. It isn't available for others to hear either. Maybe it's better for you all just to hear it. Here, it's the song.
What is this? It's like... it's grabbed hold of my heart. It's so liberating. Like I'm running free. But I also feel this kindness within the turbulence. It's an incredible song. If I could somehow write a song like this... Huh?
Amazing, right?
Tono. That song sounded like it ended partway through.
Yes, that's because it's still, unfortunately, incomplete.
Who wrote this? It almost sounded professional.
My partner.
Soma?
Which is why it's still incomplete.
But it's good, no? I'm glad I got to share it with all of you.
It really was good. I didn't even realize Soma was capable of writing something like this.
Man, I'm beat.
You have been singing pretty hard since the morning,
Yeah, I sorta couldn't help it. But this is no time for me to be saying that I'm tired, since I want to give our next event everything I have.
And we'll need to start coming up with ideas for our next song.
Right. I'll let you know if any good ideas come to mind.
Thanks, you two. I can't wait to hear what you come up with.
It's already this late. I've gotta get to work soon.
Oh, I forgot that I need to help my dad out.
Yeah, we did practice for a pretty long time.
As much as I want to come up with ideas for our new song, it's gonna have to wait till I'm done closing up shop.
Yeah, same. I'll try giving it some thought on my way home from work.
Is there any way for me to help?
Huh?
I don't know how to write songs or make them sound beautiful like Aoyagi, but I still want to help you guys somehow.
Azusawa.
Don't worry too hard about writing the song. If anything, we need you to focus on how you're gonna perform.
What?
You've improved a lot since just a little while ago, and now you can sing in a way that blows other people away. But you still need experience. In time, as you grow, you'll be able to support us even more. So, I want you to focus on singing in the way that only you can.
Shinonome?
Especially since we're gonna need you there if we really are gonna surpass Rad Weekend. So for now, you can leave the songwriting to us. How does that sound?
Okay, I understand. Thank you. I promise to do my best.
I don't have time to be feeling lost either. I need to do everything I can right now. I can't seem to focus. I should probably take a quick break. I know there isn't much use in me thinking about it, but I keep going back to what we discussed yesterday. I still don't know how to compose a song that moves people's hearts. Not only that, we ended up having Akito and Shiraishi write the new one for our next event. The only thing I'm able to do at this point is to make sure I sing in a way that does their song justice. Which means if I want to help them, I'll have to practice even more. But I definitely wasn't expecting the place where I usually practice to be undergoing construction. Practicing somewhere new honestly felt a bit strange. But it was also a nice change of pace. Isn't the hospital where Soma's staying just nearby?
Toya, would you mind visiting him again sometime? I'm sure you'll both enjoy talking to each other again.
Soma did say that he wanted to hear more about our next event. I think I'll pay him a visit.
Wow, you're all gonna come up with new songs? You guys just keep churning out great ideas.
Yes, we're trying to create more harmony, so to speak. And we'll be discussing how to create songs in a way which will help achieve that.
That sounds awesome! By the way, what kind of theme did you guys choose?
Silence and action. We thought if we were going to attempt to surpass Rad Weekend, we should sing the way Nagi did then. We want to sing compelling songs that are able to light a fire inside of everybody's hearts in a split second.
Yeah, I get that. Nagi was really awesome when she sang the first song during Rad Weekend. The second she began singing, not only did she turn the entire place on its head, she brought everyone together.
I could tell that witnessing it in person meant quite a lot to you.
Of course! I'm never gonna forget how amazing that event was. Which means you guys are probably gonna set everything on fire. Do you know who's gonna make the Vivid Bad Squad track?
That will be Akito and Shiraishi.
Wait, Aoyagi, you're not gonna write it? I was convinced that you would since you seem to know a ton about music.
Tono said something very similar. However, I tend to compose based on music theory. As a result, I'm yet to achieve the effects I'm after.
Hang on. Don't tell me that you can put songs together entirely from scratch without any sampling. That's so cool!
No, I'm only able to do that because of my classical background. Sampling is unique to street music, and I still haven't been able to grasp all the ins and outs of it. That's why I've been putting songs together from scratch, but I'm yet to find a sound that feels satisfying.
I see. Just for reference, Aoyagi, what sort of sound are you after?
How do I describe it? Something with a good groove. Or rather, something powerful that moves the listener's heart.
A song with a good groove, power, and...
The silence I mentioned before is easy for me to envision in terms of a theme. I'd probably try to string together a small number of notes in an elegant manner, while keeping in mind the individual characteristics of each instrument being played. However, I'm not sure how I'd go about producing a powerful and riveting sound that suits the latter half of our theme. And I believe we're going to need a lot of that if we're going to surpass Rad Weekend. So my current goal is to get a grasp on how to create that power.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean. But how do you turn action into music?
Oh, I think that incomplete track of yours is very close to the right answer.
Wait, mine?
Yes, Tono shared it with us while we were discussing how we'll be making our new songs. Your track sounded very liberating. It felt like I was running free. There was kindness there, amid the powerful sound. I was moved by how it was trying to take the listener by the hand. I sort of began to admire what you made.
Come on, it's not that praiseworthy.
No, Tony even said it's an astounding track. and how it compels him to want to sing.
Arata said that?
Yeah, and it seems to mean quite a lot to him. I'm very glad that I had an opportunity to listen to it. Soma? How'd you go about making that track? Would it be alright if I asked some advice in terms of writing my own? Because I want to learn how to write moving songs like that.
Oh, advice about songwriting? I'm afraid that I can't really help you there. Arata usually did all the songwriting.
Wait, Tono said that you wrote that one.
Actually, we wrote it together. Even though I like sampling sounds and coming up with fun phrases, I'm not all that good at putting them together and turning them into songs. That's Arata's job. So my songwriting skill set is incomplete, Aoyagi. I'm not sure I can teach you much.
I see. I apologize for asking too much. That's unfortunate. I was sure that I'd be able to help others if I learned how to achieve such a groove. Regardless, for the sake of our next event, I need to keep trying. I have to keep doing everything I can.
You really are a hard worker, huh?
What?
Okay, I'm not sure if this is gonna help you, Aoyagi, but I may be able to give you some advice about sampling sounds.
About sampling? I have no idea if that's going to help, but there's even a slight chance that it will help me get close to my goal. Yes, I would like that very much.
You don't have to be so formal with me, but okay. But it's also getting pretty late. Mind if we pick this up another time?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time.
Don't worry about that. I'll be ready to teach you whenever, so stop by again when you're free, Aoyagi.
Thank you very much. Then I'll visit you again after practice.
Sure thing. I'll be waiting. I really didn't expect him to offer sampling lessons. But teaching Aoyagi could help me learn to support Arata better. Which means I also gotta do what I can right now.
I'm eager to get started today, Soma.
Haha, you're so old-fashioned. It's no biggie. I'm just giving you a few tips regarding sampling.
No, I need to properly show my appreciation since I'll be taking up so much of your time with this.
I get how you feel, but let's just try to have fun, okay? Anyway, let's get started! By the way, Aoyagi, you already know a thing or two about sampling, right?
Oh yes, I know a little bit. You take existing sounds, phrases, and whatnot from existing songs and create new works out of them.
Yeah, that's right. To be more precise, it's not just songs. You can use sounds from the natural world, people, machines, anything that creates noise, really. However, you're pretty much spot on when it comes to street music, Aoyagi.
Is this how you've always made your own songs, Soma?
No. I started doing this for the first time after I got into street music. I wanted to learn as much as I could about the culture surrounding street music, and sampling became a part of that. Oh, speaking of culture, you mentioned something the other day that caught my attention.
I did?
Yeah, the thing about having a background in classical music keeping you from fully understanding sampling and street music culture. Why would knowing how to play classical music make things more difficult?
Well, this has to sort of do with my own feeling. When I was still playing classical music, my dad taught me to give absolute respect to each note of a piece of sheet music. He was adamant about understanding the motives of the composer and playing said music the way they originally intended. On the other hand, sampling involves using snippets of songs. You're essentially doing the opposite of what the creator intended, which I seem to have trouble dealing with. For instance, my dad once said that it would make sense if one were to use an entire movement from another composer's work, like Chopin did.
Yeah, I understand. That'd make the process of picking and modifying one part of a song kind of hard. At the same time, in my mind, sampling is actually really similar to what you just described.
Huh? What do you mean?
At its core, sampling involves properly respecting the works that others have made. You borrow the parts of songs that you want to use, but if you don't know how to use them effectively, it ends up being a pointless exercise. You sort of need to be open about how it's influenced you. Only then can you create something that's new and reflects who you are.
I see. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, songwriting is interesting because you can look at it from so many different angles. Also, it's really cool to hear about how much you studied classical music.
Oh, my dad's a classical pianist and a composer.
Wait, what? That's incredible!
Life wasn't easy since he was a very strict teacher. But thanks to you, Soma, I was able to discover the connection between classical and street music. It puts me at ease.
Alright, since you sort of laid your fears to rest, why don't we give it a go?
You write songs on your laptop?
Yep, this is the one I used when Arata and I still sang together. And here are all the audio files I was collecting until 4 years ago. They're all in the sampling folder.
Oh, there's so many. This one's titled Crowd? And this one's Underpass?
Yeah, I like to use snippets of existing songs, but I also enjoy using sounds you can hear from the world around us.
I see. And there seems to be more. Cracking egg open, the sound of slippers, and other things from regular life.
I guess you can chalk it up to me interpreting all these sounds as music. Also, by using these kinds of sounds, you can tie your music to day-to-day life.
That's a nice way to think about it.
Isn't it? Since you're saying that, let's try putting a song together. Well, that's what I want to say, but I can only use one of my hands right now, so typing and stuff's a bit of a challenge. Thanks for taking over.
No, this is the least I could do since you're going out of your way to teach me.
Now, let's start by choosing a beat.
Right. We can't begin unless we do that.
We'll need a bass sound. What should we use? Oh, I know. There's a song I listen to a lot on my way to school. We can try creating a beat by looping its intro. To me, the song says, "You may not feel great now, but something good will happen tomorrow." It's really uplifting and always found a way to cheer me up.
This song must mean quite a lot to you, Soma.
Yeah, it does. Listening to it in the morning gets me so pumped up. So, we can try making a song that encapsulates a fun and happy morning. Once we've finished inputting everything for the bass and drums, let's move on to phrases. A sax should help jazz things up a bit and make it sound more hip. Also, it might be fun to throw in an acoustic guitar somewhere. That's what's great about all this. You can express yourself however you like and just go with what you feel when you hear these sounds. Doesn't matter if something personal comes to mind either.
Something personal. Does that mean you try using some of those sounds from day-to-day life here, Soma?
Hey, you're pretty sharp. Yeah, I'd probably toss in the sound of some dishes clinking or birds chirping. Oh, but Arata would usually say, "These clash too much with the other sounds," when I got a bit overzealous.
I see. I will bear that in mind.
Toya, by the way. Why do you seem so determined to write your own songs? This is just based on my own experience, but I feel that good performances are what get a crowd going. So I don't think you need to focus so much on writing your own stuff. If Shinonome is good at that, then I feel you can just leave it to him.
But...
Aoyagi?
Akito said that I should just keep trying until I feel satisfied. Which means he's willing to wait until I finish my song. But I can't make him wait forever. Asusawa started singing not too long ago, and is growing at a tremendous pace. She has a natural talent for it, and surprises me every time we perform together. Shiraishi has guts and is very good at interacting with the audience. Every musician in town admires her very much. And Akito has his uncanny perception when on stage. He's able to monitor what's going on during performances, and support the rest of us while keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Right. Arata's told me all about Vivid Bat Squad. You guys are all such powerful performers and seem to really care about one another.
Yes, I can always count on them for help. which is also the reason why I can't make them wait more than they need to. I want to show them good results. I want to be more of a contributor. When it comes to singing and performing, I feel confident about keeping up with the others now. However, I can't help but be bothered by the things I'm still able to do now. Am I asking for too much?
No, I don't think so. That's just how life is, right?
Yes, well...
You too, huh, Aoyagi? Do you want to be more of a contributor?
Excuse me, Mr. Miyata?
Huh?
Oh, you have a friend visiting. I'm sorry, Mr. Miyata, would you mind coming with me? It's time for that test.
Oh, that's right! I completely forgot that I was supposed to do that today. Sorry, Aoyagi. I need to go for a bit. I'll be back in like 30 minutes.
Okay,
Oh, right. You won't have much to do while I'm gone. I know. You can try listening to the other sounds on my laptop. They should all be in the folder at the very top.
Alright, we really need to get going.
Again, sorry. I'll be right back.
Oh. I feel kinda bad. I didn't realize that he had to do a test today. But I have some time on my hands. What should I do? Soma said that there are more sounds in that folder. Is it this? The newest one? It was last used yesterday? These songwriting tools also seem to have been used fairly recently. He said that I could listen to them, so I guess I'll take him up on his offer and... No! This song!
Sorry about that, Aoyagi. It went by quicker than expected. Wait, that song.
Oh, Soma. This is the incomplete song that Tono showed us. Were you working on it recently?
Oh, wait. The very top. Okay, that was my mistake. Of course you'd find it. But you're right. Remember how you said you want to be more of a contributor, Aoyagi? I feel the same way. I want to help Arata as much as I can, and I decided to finish the track I was working on before my accident.
For Arata. Yes, I see. Soma.
Yeah?
I really enjoyed the new parts you've been working on too. They feel so free, liberating and harsh, but also kind. They're a wonderful expression of your courageous nature and sensitivity. I would be very envious of the person who got to sing this track.
What? Oh, you have this way of catching me off guard whenever I talk to you, Aoyagi. It's just, you were so straight with me that I feel a bit stupid for being awkward. I'm slightly embarrassed by what you said, but I also really appreciate it. So thanks! Unfortunately, I haven't really been getting anywhere with it. I'm not really sure when I'll be able to finish it.
Is it giving you that much trouble?
Yeah, not being able to move my body around freely has something to do with it. Remember how I said Arata and I used to work on stuff together?
Ah, yes, I remember.
I prefer to create as I go based on how I feel, but Arata's the logical type. It doesn't matter that he isn't great at coming up with phrases since he's good at putting things in the right order. Which is why it took both of us to create a song from start to finish.
Ah, that explains why Tono said you were the one who wrote that song.
To be fair, it sounds like he can do just about anything on his own now. The truth is, I wish I could write entire songs of my own. Aoyagi, can I ask you for a favor? Every so often, could you stop by to give me your take on things like you did just now?
Yes, of course. But my opinions? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Arata and I used to discuss which sound is best for a given part, and that always helped a lot. But I sort of get lost when I have to write songs all on my own like this. That's why I need to hear from someone else. Only then will I know how I'm really doing.
If you're okay with me being that person. But why me? Can't you just make them again with Tono?
No, I'd like it if you didn't tell him about this.
What?
For Arata's sake, as well as mine, I want to finish the song. I don't know if I'll be able to make it right, but I really want to avoid disappointing him by not doing so. Which is why I don't want him knowing what I'm doing right now. If possible, can you not tell anyone else about this?
Understood. I won't tell Arata, Akito, or anybody else.
Thanks. That helps a lot.
No, it's okay. I can tell that you care deeply about this song.
Yeah, I want to finish it someday and hand it over to him.
Hand it over someday. I know how you feel, Soma, since I also have teammates that I care very much about. I also wish to be there for them as much as possible.
Aoyagi.
Soma, you asked me to give you my thoughts, but is there anything else I can do to help? I'm also not very good at coming up with phrases and such, but I think I can assist you by adjusting sounds and arranging everything.
No, I shouldn't take up more of your time. I mean, you still have to get ready for that event, right? I know how serious all of you guys are about it, so I don't want to get in the way of you succeeding.
No, that won't be an issue. I have every reason to help you right now, Soma.
Every reason?
Yes, they say learning by doing is best, and I stand to benefit and learn quite a lot by watching the way you write songs. I like to make some progress as well. So, Soma, will you be willing to help me with that?
Help you? I wasn't expecting to hear that. Okay, got it. Alright, Aoyagi. I'll lend you a hand.
Thank you very much.
Sure thing, but let's hold off on working together until just before you guys' event.
Wait, but...
I honestly don't know how long this is gonna take, so I can't really ask you to stay with me until I do. But it'll be like us trading this for that. You'll help me with my track, and I'll help you learn as much as I can about songwriting. How's that sound?
Okay. I understand. I'll be looking forward to working with you prior to our next event.
Thanks, Aoyagi. I'll be looking forward to your help.
Yes, I'm looking forward to helping too as well. Soma agreed to let me help him while I learned what I could about writing songs from him, but I can't let that get in the way of our performance. That means I'll need to focus more than usual.
I need to learn how to pull everyone forward like On and the others. I have to do everything I can to make up for not being able to work on our next song.
Alright, it's a bit early, but let's call it a day for our joint practice.
Toya, Ozusawa, you two seemed way more at it than usual.
I have to make up for not working on our new song since Akito and Shiraishi are.
I was able to sing the way I did because you did a great job of leading, Aoyagi.
You two were off the hook. It was really inspiring, and I had to do my best to keep up.
Yeah, let's keep this up and get in the best shape we can for our event.
Speaking of which, how are your tracks coming along?
Ours is gonna be okay. We decided to make something mellow.
Mellow? That seems rare of you.
Remember how you noticed that everyone singing during Rad Weekend sounded a little sad for some reason? I told Okazaki and his team about that. Because that feeling might hold the key to capturing silence in the right way.
Exactly. So Aoyagi, thank you. This song's proving to be our most difficult one, but I believe we'll be able to show just how passionate we all are by singing it with everything we have.
I'll be looking forward to that. It'll be like witnesses ever reach new heights.
Mine's about half finished. I absolutely promise to have it done in time for our event!
What kind of song are you writing, Mita?
Something that'll get the crowd going. I want to make everyone go nuts and blow the roof off of the place like what happened during Rad Weekend.
I like that. You do a good job of interacting with the audience, Kotaro, so I'm sure your song will turn out well.
Yeah, just leave it to me. I'll take the reins from Ever, send everyone sky high, and toss it to you, Tono.
That should be fun, and I'll need to prepare myself for that.
By the way, Arata,
how's yours coming along?
Okay, I suppose. How about you?
We have a general idea of what to do, but the drums and stuff still need a lot of work.
Yeah, we really want it to have a big impact overall. It needs to feel more electric, you know?
I see. Luckily, we still have plenty of time until our event, so let's just keep chipping away at them.
Yeah, let's take our time and make sure our event turns out to be a really good one. Great job, you guys! It's been a while. So, wanna head over to Mako's place to chill?
Yeah, I'd like to go.
Oh, sorry. There's somewhere I need to be, so I should get going.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have prior engagement. I promised to keep it a secret, so I can't tell them I'm going over to help Soma with the songs.
Hey, Toya.
Hmm?
You've been really busy lately. You better not be having trouble at home again.
No, I'm doing okay. But I appreciate the concern. And there's no need to worry, it's just something I need to do right now. And it won't have an effect on the way I practice.
Okay. Just don't push yourself too hard.
I won't. Again, I appreciate it. Akito's as sharp as ever. Or am I just bad at hiding things?
Oh, Toya had to go?
Yeah. He said everything was okay, but I feel like he's been hiding something from us lately.
Unfortunately, Toya isn't very good at keeping secrets.
I see. That explains why I haven't seen him in such a long time.
Still, he was pretty incredible today.
Yeah, you're right. He was totally in the zone.
I know, right? Of course, Kohane, you are just as awesome.
Thanks, An. Currently, I'm focused on performing as well as I can.
That's what I like to hear, Kohane. Which means we also need to do our best.
Yeah, we do. And I guess we don't have to worry about Toya. He's doing what he can to make sure he performs well and has been talking more about himself. More importantly, we told him that we'd take care of writing our new track. So, we better make it a good one.
I'm looking forward to hearing what it's like too.
Thanks, Kohane. I'll need to come up with some ideas after I get home today, so let's get through our meeting fast.
Yeah, especially if we want it to sound better.
Whoa, look at the time! Let's start heading home.
Oh, I'm gonna stay for a bit longer.
Are you? Then I'll stay too, and... Oh no, I have to help out again today!
We can talk later tonight. Until then, good luck.
Kohane, are you not going home yet?
Oh, Kaito, Rin, and Mako. There's actually something that I'd like to ask you all.
Ask us?
Yeah, so I want to learn how to make my own tracks. So, if possible, can you tell me about any tips or tricks? So, Anna and Shinonome are writing one for our next event, and I feel really bad about not being able to help with that. I know I should be focusing on how I'm going to perform, but I keep wondering whether I could help out if I were able to write songs.
I see.
I did some research and gave it a try, but it was so hard.
Hey, Kaito! Know any good tips or tricks?
Well, I've never done any songwriting before, but as a DJ, I'm exposed to a wide variety of music. I suppose people who write songs have somewhat meticulous personalities.
Meticulous?
Yes, because they place an incredible amount of value onto each note. Like... Oh, Mako's cooking.
What? My cooking?
Yes, you carefully choose what goes into each dish. Right, Miko? I feel like songwriting works in a similar way. You know how to use each ingredient because you understand how to make a dish delicious, yes? So, without that knowledge, it would be fairly difficult to cook anything good.
Yes, I see. Now I understand.
Oh, what if you listen to a bunch of really cute or cool songs? That might tell you to give some hints on what to do, right?
Some hints as what to do? Okay, I'll give that a try.
Wonderful. I would like to help with that.
Really? Thank you so much!
Then why don't we give it a shot? Right now. As for what songs... Kohane, choose anything you like for us.
Wait, anything I like? Are you sure?
Yes. That should make it much easier for you to create something that captures who you are.
Great idea! Can I help too? I want to hear what you make, Kohane.
Yeah, of course! Thank you two very much.
Good luck, all of you!
I got this sudden urge to include a string melody and tried inputting it yesterday. It's a bit of an acoustic analog sound, but this part sounds pretty good, right?
Oh, I didn't realize you could create such a delicate sound. This is incredible, especially after he said that he wasn't very good at arranging sound. The high and low sections are so well balanced. I can't complain, and I can't believe he did all this through just feel.
To be fair, I got a little too excited about making this. I was worried that I threw in too much. If possible, I want to try using this for the chorus. What do you think? Is it a bit much?
For the chorus? Yes, this sort of sound would certainly leave a big impression on the listener. However, you may end up getting a fairly muddy sound if you try to work this in. I recommend going with one or the other rather than both.
Yeah, I figured. Man, I thought I'd come up with something really good too.
But you did come up with something good. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste.
Yeah, but these things happen and there's not much we can do about it.
By adjusting the volume at different frequencies. Or would it be better to part the audio differently by moving the instrument around? No, even if it were to become more suitable, it will stop being the sound that Soma's envisioned.
Oh, Yagi? What's up?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering if we could still use that phrase you come up with.
You don't have to think about it so hard. If we can't use it, then we can't use it. I don't mind moving on from it.
Oh, I see. Then, okay.
Don't dwell on it too much. Thanks to you, Aoyagi, I was able to achieve the sound I wanted. Coming up with a good phrase wouldn't mean much if it fell apart after becoming too unbalanced. So, there's nothing for you to worry about.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Getting to watch Soma up close as he comes up with phrases has been a nice learning experience. And he does so many things that I never would have thought to do on my own. If I were able to write such a moving song.
Aoyagi? Is something the matter?
Huh?
Oh, it just seemed like you had something on your mind. If it means making the song better, I'm all ears. I also promise to help you, Aoyagi, so feel free to say whatever you like.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I thought that seeing you work would help me find a hint as to how I might be able to write a truly moving song. But I haven't been able to come up with any answers.
You mentioned that a powerful sound would suit the action part of your theme, and you saw the way I work on music, so... I'm not sure if this is going to help since your style probably differs from mine, Aoyagi, but this question just popped into my mind. What do you want to convey through your song?
What do I want to convey?
Yeah. What feelings do you want to convey? What kind of message do you want to send? If you don't know that, then I don't think you'll be able to move someone else's heart. If the person writing the song can't answer that, then the listener won't understand what's going on. So for your first step, you might want to try figuring that out.
I see.
It can be anything. Joy, grief, anger, pleasure. They're all a songwriter's fuel.
Yes, you're right. For classical music, it's obvious that the composer put quite a lot of thought into each note in any given piece of sheet music. But, well, what do I want to convey?
You can take your time. It's okay.
Okay, this is really difficult. What do I need to do in order to create songs like the one Soma does? How do I achieve that compelling sound? Helping him has been a great learning experience. I feel like I gained so many new skills. Unfortunately, I'm still missing something, but I have no idea what that is.
So, for your first step, you might want to try figuring that out.
What I want to convey. I thought I'd learned recently to understand my feelings better thanks to Akito and the others, but it seems there's still more for me to unpack. What am I feeling? What do I want my song to be about? You seem to love music very much, Soma.
Huh? Yeah, I guess I do. Music's been in my life forever, it feels.
Forever? Do your parents happen to play music?
Not really, but they really like reggae and jazz. It's usually being played at my house 24/7. I guess it's only natural that I'd also get into music. That was a big influence, but I started out hooked on pop.
Oh, so you didn't immediately dive right into street music? To be fair, I'm the same.
True that, classical boy! I actually bought an instrument when I was still in elementary school. Unfortunately, on top of getting bored of things pretty easily, I had to teach myself how to play it. As a result, I didn't get really far with it. That was around the time I decided to visit Vivid Street, and just happened to catch Ratter putting on a street performance.
Ratter? You saw Ken and his team put on his performance?
Yeah, there were a ton of people watching too. I couldn't just walk by without stopping to see what was going on. And their music was so different from anything I'd heard before. I was completely staggered by how exciting it was.
That must have been incredible. I'm very envious of you. By the time I began visiting Vivid Street, Ken and his team weren't performing there anymore.
Apparently, it was pretty rare for them to do street performances. Then, all these people began to gather, and they ended up calling it after one song.
Wow, that's Ken for you.
I know, right? It wasn't just Ken and his team. The other artists and watchers all made it a musical town. I really liked that and finally thought I'd found the place where I belong. And I began singing there around the time I entered junior high.
I didn't know that. Were you and Tono a team from the start?
No, it was just me at first. Tono and I became a team because of this thing that happened in music class.
During music class?
Yeah. Normally, most people don't like others hearing the way they sing, but he wasn't bothered by that at all. Not only was he an amazing singer, he had so much presence and clearly knew what he was doing. That was when I thought, I want to pursue music with him. So, I invited him to join me.
So, Tono sort of already had an aura. Also, I've been meaning to ask you this for some time now. What was it like being on a team with him?
We were just playing around and trying to have fun at first. Compared to you guys, Aoyagi, I can't really say that we were really all that serious. But I guess the first day was the hardest. We struggled to come up with a team name. I mean, he kept saying, Soma, you should decide, and didn't seem to want to put any effort into it.
Team names. Akito picked the one for our old team, and Asusawa came up with the idea for our current one.
I thought about it for like 3 days, and I arrived at an image of us running forward into the wind, and we became Gurney Flap.
Running forward? It's very you, Soma.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I've been feeling that while helping you write your song. It too seems to embody that sensation.
Oh, thanks. Actually, we were doing pretty well as a team. Thanks to Arata, we managed to get our name out there just after we joined together. And Arata's talent exceeded all my expectations. You can't help but call him a genius. He just has this way of getting the crowd's attention and never letting go.
Yeah, I think I understand.
Yeah, I bet. It's kinda hard to tell what he's thinking because he's so loosey-goosey at times, but sitting next to him was just something else. And our music began to transform right about when we entered high school.
After witnessing Rad Weekend.
Yep, it totally changed my life. That was a truly special event.
I only got to see a video of it, but it was easy to tell that there was something special in the air. You two went together, yes?
Yep, I invited Arata. Actually, I kinda had to drag him along. By the time we got there, the floor at Cole was totally packed and we couldn't make it to the front. So, we had to watch from somewhere in the back. Then, Nagi came out on stage, but she didn't say anything for what felt like forever. Everyone began wondering what was going on. She took a really deep breath and turned the place on its head the second she began singing. After she finished, I couldn't help but shout and cheer. Everybody at Cole was the same way. The building literally shook from all the noise. But Arata seemed totally unfazed by it. Everyone else was going nuts. He just stood there so quietly.
We're gonna make this night absolutely legendary together.
I tried calling his name, but he had this expression on his face that I'd never seen before. Not at school or when we were in town. Stare at the stage in complete silence. It was the first time I'd seen Arata get so excited about something. I really couldn't believe it.
So that's how Tono experienced Rad Weekend. However, Nagi and the others performed in a way that set everyone's heart on fire. At least, that's what I thought.
Then, at the end, Ken and Taiga took the stage. Radar was so awesome. Way better than when we saw them during that street performance. They introduced me to this world and showed me the sort of things that are possible with music. At the same time, that event made me want to find a way to surpass it. I said, "We're gonna surpass Rad Weekend!" Then he smiled and said, "Yes, we will."
Oh, Tono said the same thing when we first met him.
In a way, it's not my dream to surpass Rad Weekend, rather my friends.
Soma was just like us. He really wanted to surpass Rad Weekend somehow.
That night, we started taking things more seriously. It was like our path had become clear and we knew what we had to do.
They knew what they had to do.
That event showed me the life I wanted to lead!
Akito said the same thing.
I mean, he wouldn't be here right now if he didn't feel that way, right? And tons more people were saying the exact same thing back then. You'd hear people all over town saying, "That's gonna be me next!" Everybody everywhere was singing.
And you were among them, yes?
Of course. We decided that we needed to gain more experience. On stage or through street performances, we didn't care. We just sang and sang and sang, and kept on singing. We couldn't care less about quality either. We were confident that we needed to sing until our throats wouldn't let us anymore.
Then you two must have practiced quite a bit.
Yeah, we were really motivated. But we went a bit overboard sometimes. Looking back, I'm sort of amazed at how much we practiced. I genuinely believed that I'd be able to surpass Rad Weekend with Arata by my side. And he was absolutely off the hook when he got serious. I could feel all the right gears fitting into place as we sang.
That's interesting. It's just like what I experienced. That sensation when...
Yeah, that felt great. Not bad, you two.
I think that was the moment I felt it. The first time we sang with Shiraishi and Asusawa and Sekai. I couldn't believe how well we sang together.
We even learned how to write our own tracks, and Arata's performances just kept getting better and better. Then, we started getting invited to all those events on Vivid Street. We were both doing great and always got right back up after getting knocked down. We had a huge tailwind going for us. At least, that's what I thought. Unfortunately, it didn't last for me.
Oh.
We disbanded Gurney Flap, and now Arata's doing the best he can for the both of us. He returned after getting really good, and now he has you guys, Aoyagi. There's nothing for me to worry about.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Now that I have more information, I think I'm starting to understand how Tono feels after Soma asked him to keep pursuing their dream alone. But Soma still clearly loves music, which makes me think that he wants to make his own dream come true.
Man, it's already getting dark.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I was supposed to be helping you.
That's all good. If anything, I should be the one apologizing. I was supposed to help you learn more about this stuff. Still, it was fun to look back and talk about how Arata and I became a team.
Thank you for that story. It was nice to learn a thing about you two. And I hope to learn more about songwriting from you moving forward, Soma.
You bet! And thanks for helping me out today.
My song. Soma doesn't simply love music. He's always had a genuine passion for it, which means I need to approach my own music in the same manner. I have to figure out what it is that I'm trying to convey.
Now then, I finished watering this row, so that just leaves. Oh, Toya, come on in. Actually, that sounds a bit strange since we're outside.
Are you watering the flowers in these beds, Miku?
Yes, since I want them to keep growing. Oh, that's right. Kohane also arrived just now.
Asusawa's here?
Yes. We heard from her that Akito and Ann have finished making their demo.
Yes, that's right. Akito said starting tomorrow, we'll be practicing with the demo and laying down vocals.
I see. You must be very excited about that.
Yes, I am. And I need to do my best to put in the best performance of their songs that I can.
Ooh, good luck. Oh, that's it for here. Thank you for the lovely chat, Toya. Once more, come on in. What would you like? Aoyagi.
Oh, Asusawa. What a coincidence.
Hello, Toya. It's been quite a while.
I apologize for not being able to visit lately. I've been busy and...
That's perfectly fine. We're just glad to see you're doing well. Would you like your usual coffee?
Yes please.
Oh hey, what if Toya helped too?
Wait, Rin, shush.
Help with what?
Huh? Because I'm so sorry!
What's going on here?
Oh, But it would be really nice to have Aoyagi on board. So we've been keeping it secret from the others that I've recently been working on my own track. But I was having so much trouble on my own that I'm having Kaito and Rin help me as I go.
And that's okay with us. Actually, we're mostly just observing, since you're such a hard worker.
Yeah, he's right. We know that you've been trying super duper hard.
I had no idea. Still, Asusawa, what made you want to do this?
You, An, and Shinonome can all write your own music, right? That means I'm the only one who doesn't know how.
But that's not your fault. You're still relatively new to this.
I know, but I don't feel great about that. I know I'm being a little selfish by wanting to make my own track. I get that I should be focusing on putting on a good performance right now.
Am I asking for too much?
No, I don't think so. That's just how life is, right?
I see. Asusawa was going through the same thing. I don't see any problems with that.
Huh?
What's wrong with doing what you want to do? If I were in your position, Asusawa, I would have made the same decision. So, what do you want me to do?
Oh, it's not completely done yet, but I was hoping that you'd listen to what I have and tell me what you think.
I've been rewriting some of it, and I think it might have turned out pretty well. At the same time, I might have possibly lost sight of what kind of song I originally wanted it to be.
Yes, I see. Then I'd like to give what you made a listen.
Thank you so much! I'll play it now!
This melody.
How was it?
Well, I'm also yet to create anything that I feel is satisfactory, so I don't think I'm in a position to be criticizing. But its quality leaves a lot to be desired. That beat seems a bit off, which is affecting its overall sound.
Its overall sound?
If that happens, you're going to have a tough time achieving any sort of harmony, and what you originally imagined is going to fall apart.
I see. That explains why I didn't feel too confident about it. The more I worked on it, the further and further I got from what I initially wanted. Songwriting's so hard.
But I don't think it's bad, since I believe that only you are capable of producing the song, Asazawa. By the way, did you use part of one of Shiraishi's songs for the chorus?
Huh? Yeah, you could tell?
Yes, it sounded very much like the way Shiraishi puts together songs. You seem to have listened very closely to what she made, and tried whatever you could to make sure her sound didn't go to waste. Overall, Asazawa, it's very much like you. I think it's a good expression of your honesty and tactfulness. It's easy to tell that you put quite a lot of thought into how things would sound moving into the chorus. There's this sort of excitement, this nervousness and joy centered around creating your own music for the first time.
That's incredible, Aoyagi! This song's supposed to be based on what I felt when I heard On sing for the first time. Still, how did you figure all that out?
How? Well...
Does your background in classical music have something to do with this?
Huh?
Oh, you mean the way he broke down her song just now?
The way he broke down my song?
Yes. Classical musicians place importance on playing a composer's music exactly the way it was originally intended. No? They'll research their background and what kind of person they were before attempting to play their work. That requires good analytical skills. Based on what Tonya did just now, I assume he's very good at breaking down songs in such a manner.
No, again. Your rhythm is off. How many times do I have to tell you? This piece needs to be played slowly while evoking strong emotions. You did it again! Why does this keep happening? You have a bad habit of rushing after you've realized what you've done. Can't you play it more gently? This is a practice piece that the composer was kind enough to write for our family. Happy was likely the last thing he felt as he wrote this, so if you understand that, you should know how to play this song. Did you actually take a close look at the sheet music, Toya? You need to think more about what was going through the composer's mind. If you did, you would know how to play this piece already. You're done practicing. Go reread the sheet music again.
Yes, my dad was very strict with me when it came to teaching me how to play classical music properly. In particular, he felt strongly about understanding what was going on with the composer as they composed the song and reproduced that musically. I also admired the way he could play. I don't know if I'm actually good at it, but I did my best to learn how to analyze sheet music. I may have been able to understand Azusawa's song because she and I have been performing together for a while now.
That means you have the power to truly understand what a person's music is about, Toya.
It goes perfectly with your kind of personality.
Thank you, Aoyagi. The thing is, when I decided that I was going to make my own track, I wanted you guys to feel something special when you listened to it. That's why I chose to turn the moment I'd met On for the first time into a song. My goal was to express the incredible joy and excitement I've felt every single day since she introduced me into the world of music. But I'm still not very good at songwriting and really worried that my song isn't doing its job. Which is why I was really happy when you said that you understood what feelings went into it, Aoyagi.
I see. Then Asusawa. I'm glad I could figure out what you were feeling. It's nice to hear that everything I did back then is proving to be useful now. So, thank you as well.
Huh? You're welcome?
Still, Asusawa really impressed me. She was clearly able to turn her feelings into a song. I need to learn to do the same.
So, this is Mita's new song. I've been thinking for a while now that he produces some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it totally feels like Hataro, you know? And it's really easy listening because he isn't trying to do anything too complicated.
I agree. Mita's song provides a nice contrast to Ever's more straight-up rock sound.
He seems to have taken a pop approach with his sound selection, and he's done a good job of nailing everything down. Plus,
Hey everyone, we're just getting started!
he appears to have used less sound in some parts to make way for these gaps. His goal must be to use these parts to get the listener more excited.
Yes, he's placed the audience at the forefront. It's like he's trying to reach out to them through his music. I have a feeling that Mita had no trouble with the theme he decided. After all, he's very good at interacting with the audience. He wants the listener to hear a certain thing and react a certain way. As much as I want my song to move someone's heart, I never thought once about who I'm trying to reach.
When I decided that I was going to make my own track, I wanted you guys to feel something special when you listened to it. That's why I chose to turn the moment I met on for the first time into a song. My goal was to express the incredible joy and excitement I've felt every single day since she introduced me to the world of music.
Come to think of it, Asusawa said something similar. Then, where does this place me? What is my song about? Who am I writing this song for?
Okay, I'll go next.
He never ceased to amaze. That's powerful and very striking, but finer details are also worth noting.
How did you put your new song together so quickly?
Yeah, after saying that it was coming along okay just the other day, it sounded essentially complete.
Yeah, it probably doesn't need much work. Meanwhile, Mita, myself, and my team still have a lot left to do.
We're in the same boat. Not only that, Arats's track is really good.
You've captured what's trending right now, but it also naturally meshes well with your own style. And it's a simple sound with no complicated bells or whistles attached. You made this with a clear goal in mind, and you did it in a clever way. We gotta keep doing what we can for our demo.
Ace how practice went yesterday. The others' new songs seem to be coming along well.
Yeah, and you guys don't have much time left until your next event. And you're here helping me. Even though it's crunch time for you guys right now. I feel kinda bad.
No, please don't feel bad. I'm the one who initially asked you to do this.
To tell you the truth, having you help me like this has been pretty huge. The ideas I've been coming up with have been really fine and detailed, which meant that I needed to figure out a way to express them. And you inputted all the right sounds before I even said anything.
Yes, well, then maybe because I'm getting more used to how you undergo this process, Soma.
This is more than good intuition. You totally have a talent for this. I couldn't have asked for a better assistant. If it were just me working on this, Aoyagi, I probably wouldn't even be halfway done.
I'm glad that it could be of much help. It's also been a wonderful learning experience for me.
Really? It doesn't feel like I've been doing much teaching. But it'd be really great if the song ends up being as good as what the others are making. I bet they all came up with some really good ones. Am I right?
Yes, Tono's song felt especially powerful. He managed to capture such an aggressive sound.
Whoa, he wrote that kind of song? Vivid Bat Squad's not gonna let him hog all the glory, right?
About that, I want to do the song Akito MVA are writing justice by putting on the best performance I can.
It's scary because you can't let your guard down. I felt the same way when we formed our team.
You did?
Yeah, since Arata was always the better performer. He definitely stood out more than me. but I didn't want him to hog the spotlight, so I always did my best to make myself heard after he got the crowd's attention. Even though I knew that Arata was out of this world, I also wanted to shine. Then, he said he really liked the suggestions I made for this one track I talked to him about. He told me, "I like this, Soma. I want to try singing it." That was when I realized how my tracks were and are still meant for Arata. Whenever he feels motivated to sing something, he always puts on a mind-blowing performance. Remember how I said you want to be more of a contributor, Aoyagi? I feel the same way. I want to help Arata as much as I can, and I decided to finish the track I was working on before my accident.
Even now, you see Tono as the invaluable partner you can't be without.
No, that's not true. I'm not Arata's partner anymore.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Because this body of mine is keeping me from singing or even standing on the same stage as him. I'm even making this song for Arata to sing. Unlike in the past, I can't perform it while standing next to him.
Is that really true? Based on what I've heard, the song didn't give me that impression. No, I may be jumping to the wrong conclusion.
That means you have the power to truly understand what a person's music is about, Toya.
I was really happy when you said that you understood what feelings went into it, Aoyagi.
I heard otherwise. The song told me that you still want to perform alongside Tono. I felt this desire to keep chasing after the person in front of you, to go wherever you can together, and keep pushing each other to higher ground. That's what I took away from your song.
How?
Because Now I understand. Which is also the reason why I can't make them wait more than they need to. I want to show them some good results. Soma's wishing for the same thing. That explains why this song resonated with me so much. I too have a partner that I can't be without. That may be why I was able to arrive at this conclusion.
I see.
I too have a partner that I can't be without. That may be why I was able to arrive at this conclusion.
I see. You saw through me. I wish you played dumb about it, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. But you're right, Aoyagi. I know I'm asking for a lot right now, and I'm having a really tough time saying this. But I still want to be Arata's partner.
Soma.
At the same time, I'm amazed that you figured this out.
Well, that may have to do with working with you all the time. I've gotten a chance to learn quite a bit more about you.
About me?
Yeah. I learned from classical music that it's important to understand how the composer felt and what they were going through as they wrote a particular piece of music. Thus, I was able to figure out that your feelings regarding your partner lay hidden within your song, and how I felt the same way about mine.
I see. I didn't realize that you'd also made that discovery about yourself.
Yes, and I have to thank you for that. Anyway, what do you need me to do next?
For now, let's call it a day.
What?
Actually, I won't need any more of your help after today. Don't worry about me. Now that you know what my song's really about, I can take it from here.
But...
I mean, Aoyagi, you still have your own song to work on, right? Remember what you said just now? About feeling the same way as me?
Oh...
You finally found what you were looking for, so you should get to work while that feeling's still fresh in your mind. Am I wrong? Isn't that also what you're thinking?
Soma... Yes, you're right. I want to take what I'm feeling now and turn it into a song.
Good. That means we've both made some progress. I'll be looking forward to hearing what kind of song you end up writing, Aoyagi.
Soma wishes to stand shoulder to shoulder with Tono again. He wants that more than anything, it seems. And I have a similar wish. I can't possibly repay Akito for what he's given me. He was there for me when I desperately wanted to escape classical music, sing, and not lose sight of who I really was. That day.
I'm interested. Hey, how would you like to try singing together?
He invited me to form a team with them. And I was given a new dream. To surpass Red Weekend. Our first meeting with Azusawa wasn't exactly pleasant. It was quite the opposite. But it also helped turn the four of us into one team. Then I had the chance to face Dad and take a hard look at classical music. And I got to experience so many things that I never would have been able to imagine doing when I was little. Is it really okay for someone with such weak resolve to stand up there with you?
Your resolve isn't weak. You may think it is, but to me, you're the best singing partner a guy could ask for.
Akito said that I'm the best partner he could ask. And in order for me to keep being that incredible partner, I want to keep standing shoulder to shoulder with him. I couldn't be happier that Akito's been making so much progress. But it also means that I have to keep trying. I have to keep doing everything I can in order to make sure that I don't get left behind. I also want to support him as best as I can so that he keeps getting better. Because I believe in him more than anybody else. And it's not just him that I believe in now. Shiraishi and Azusawa also mean quite a lot to me. They all been moving ahead, which means that I don't have time to stay stuck like this. These are the feelings I care about, and I want to convey that through music. I'll lower the pitch here, and try to get the melody to really ring here. I can have the bass walk at a gentle pace, and give the other instruments a clearer. That should make things more dynamic.
Sorry, I'm gonna stop the demo for a second.
Sure. What's up?
Do you want to bring the tempo up a bit? I know we're trying to hold off a bit here, but it might be better to just go all out, you know?
Yeah, I agree. That also bothered me a little.
Then, shall we give it a try? I'd like to.
Yeah, awesome! How about you, Toya?
Yes, I'd like to try that as well.
Alright, let's start again from the top.
We just sang non-stop.
But it felt really great after we decided to just sing as hard as we could for that one part instead of holding back.
Yeah, that felt really good for me too. And I bet it's gonna feel even better once we finished editing our demo.
That's also nearly done, correct?
Yeah, we just have a few minor adjustments left to make, so it should be done by tomorrow.
I was sort of worried about what would happen after we all decided to make new songs, but it really ended up being worth the effort.
Yes, and we have you two to thank. Next, it's my turn. Everyone? May I have your attention for a bit?
Huh? What's up? Why so formal?
Oh, it's not actually anything serious. So this is how Soma and Azusawa must have felt. This fear that you didn't do enough. That the listener will understand that feeling you're trying to convey. I don't expect it to be used during our upcoming event, but I actually made my own track.
What?
Aoyagi?
I couldn't help it.
Yes, I see.
So would it be okay if I had you three listen to it?
Of course! I really want to hear it.
Yeah, me too.
Akito.
The reason I chose to team up with you is because of that look of determination you just had on your face now. It tells me that there's no way you didn't give this song everything you had. I can bet on that look you just made, right? If so, Toya, let me listen to it.
This is so strange. I was so worried just a second ago, but what Akito just said made that all go away. Yes, I appreciate it. Then, here it goes.
Wow, Aoyagi. I can hear each instrument so clearly, but they're working beautifully in unison. It feels so good. This must be what he meant by achieving a good overall sound. But it doesn't stop there. You can hear all these different sounds within this incredible harmony.
The string section went nuts there just now. It was such a powerful sound, but in a way, also gentle. I felt really encouraged by it for some reason. My chest, it's tightening up. What's going on? I really want to sing right now. If only we were on stage.
What did you all think?
I really want to sing this track.
It was so incredibly amazing, Aoyagi. I really want to sing your song right now, too.
Shirashi. Asasawa.
I'm not sure how to put it into words, but it's like the song was made for us.
Yeah, Kohane, you're totally spot on. It's like it was lifting us up onto a stage just now.
Thank you both very much. What did you think, Akito?
What did I think? Obviously, I thought it was the best thing ever. If we were to perform this song, the sky would be the limit. Just hearing the intro alone made me want to sing it, but as the song went on, I felt this hot sensation start welling up inside me. I guess that's what it really means to evoke emotions in somebody. Dude, where did you learn to make something like this? Damn, means I've got to step up my game too.
Is this what you've been busy with lately, Toya? Were you working on this song?
Yeah, so the truth is... No. I was supposed to keep what someone's making a secret.
Is something wrong?
No, it's just... I asked someone for help when it came to actually writing the song. And I really couldn't have done it without them. However, it wasn't just them. I have you to thank as well, Akito.
Me?
Yeah. While I wrote this song, I was reminded of everything we'd gone through together. I'm standing here today because you discovered me singing by myself after I ran away from classical music. Even when I wasn't sure if it was actually okay for me to be performing alongside you, Akito, you said that it was.
Yeah, I remember.
If you hadn't, I very likely would have stopped away from music altogether. But you prevented that from happening, Akito. I realized how much of a privilege it is to sing alongside a partner like you. I was able to put this track together because I want to keep singing with you. I want to stand shoulder to shoulder with you as we perform. Akito, you're the best partner I could ask for.
Hey, that's my line.
Akito, are you blushing?
Quiet, you.
Based on everyone's reactions, it seems I was able to convey my thoughts and feelings. As bad as I feel for making them wait so long, I'm glad I was able to accomplish that.
Anyways, we had to play the song during next week's event. I'll let Tono and the others know later.
Wait, Akito! We're also going to perform this song?
Yeah, I want us to practice a bit more in order to get it right.
But we really don't have much time left until the event. Practicing 2 songs sounds awfully difficult.
Nah, I'm sure we'll manage.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem for us whatsoever. Right, Kohane?
Right! I don't care how hard we have to practice. I want to sing your song just that much, Aoyagi.
There you have it. We aren't about to let a good track go to waste. Not when it's dangling in front of us like this. As for my track, I'm gonna need a little bit more time. And I'll do my best as to not change our individual parts. In any case, I've got a good feeling about how it's gonna turn out now.
No matter how I look at it, this isn't going to be easy.
Yeah, we were really motivated, but we went a bit overboard sometimes. Looking back, I'm sort of amazed at how much we practice.
But going overboard can sometimes be a good thing.
Let's make this the best event ever, Toya!
Yeah, let's.